You've made the playoffs. I guess the question is, do you continue to run the table? I mean, a lot of people want to know.
They want to know what?
Does it go on? I mean, does it start from fresh or does it keep going?
Hey, look, I just talked about running the table and getting to the playoffs. Obviously, it's win or go home at this point. So that's the focus: is keep on winning, get this thing to Houston.
Obviously, you guys make the postseason a bunch, but what do you say to a guy like Jared who's making his first postseason appearance?
Oh, he's excited. I mean, he's been in the league for a long time and doesn't know what this feels like. Flip side of that, guy like TJ Lang, his first year, 2009, he doesn't know anything different. He's been in playoffs every year, so that's the beauty of the league. I mean, it's I said on Monday, we're sitting there in the quarterback meeting watching some film, and there's 20 teams that are packing their stuff up and having exit meetings. There's just something special about how our league, just has 12 teams. I think it's a great system, and we've been fortunate enough to be a part of it the last 8 years.
What does that experience then do for you guys? A lot of these guys have played in the playoffs before. Is there value, and if so, what is it?
Well, we just know what it takes to win, and obviously the feeling of being on the other side of that, which we've had. We've been a part of some pretty special playoff games over the years, some pretty high highs and some pretty disappointing lows throughout it, and it's fun to be a part of it. And being the 4 seed, anybody can win it. We were the 6 seed and won it. The Giants have been a higher seed and won it before, so we're pretty hot right now. And usually the teams that are hottest and can stay healthy are the teams that are there in the end.
It was a long time ago, but what can you take from Week 5, the matchup against New York?
Well, it was a long time ago, and obviously both teams are playing a little bit differently. After that game, they went on a big run, and we obviously won a couple, and then went the other way for a few weeks. They're healthier than they were at that time. Both Apple and Rodgers Cromartie were injured that game, so those guys are playing well and they're healthy. Landon Collins is having a great season, making a lot of plays. At that point, he's making some plays, but obviously he went on a run there, and it was a big part of their success as they won, I think, 8 out of 9. So, it's a film you look at, but you look at the more recent stuff, probably a little closer.
And how nice to see someone like Geronimo play the way he's been playing for you guys and helping out your offense?
Yeah, Gmo's been doing a great job for us. He's got a good approach. He's been, making a lot of plays when he's getting his opportunities. Exciting thing is we get Randall back this week, hopefully, and he's a big part of our success and our offense, and just another weapon for us out there.
How important was it for you guys to get the home playoff game this week?
Yeah, it's always great to be able to come back and play in front of our fans. We love the weather advantage, I think, that we've had over the years. We've played very well in the cold at times, especially during this run that we've been on. So it's always nice being at home instead of having to go on the road in the playoffs.
Aaron, a lot of guys have talked about how they took your comment about, hey, we can run the table as a confidence booster for them. And that's one way, I'm sure, that you try to be a leader. But what are some other things that you think you pride yourself on in terms of your leadership in this team?
I think the best leadership is authentic, and the best leaders and the best players don't have to go around telling other people that they are those things. You let your play and you let your teammates speak for you. So I'm going to do that in this moment. I care about these guys. I show them in a number of ways. I show them by my performance as well, because I know how important my role is and my job in this offense and this team is, and how important my play is to this team getting on the right track and winning a football game. So I take that part very seriously, as well as being a good teammate to the young guys, young quarterbacks, new players, and holding guys accountable as well.
Aaron, what do you make of the performance in terms of no giveaways in 4 weeks, the first time since 1933? How much does luck play a part, and how much does a conscientious effort play a part in something like that?
Well, it's efficiency, and it's coaches like Edgar Bennett harping on the ball security all the time. I mean, if you see him at practice, he's always talking about holding the ball high and tight and taking care of the football all the way to the ground. As a quarterback, you know how important your role is in limiting turnovers, because you touch the ball every play. So you want to be smart when you're moving. You want to make sure you got 2 hands on the ball in the pocket, and then obviously being accurate can take away some of those interception opportunities.
Aaron, what do you remember from Ben McAdoo when he was here, and what was he like in the quarterback room and your relationship with him?
Yeah, short sleeves, under long sleeves, under short sleeves is Ben, and the mustache. I said on the conference call today, one of my favorite things when I watch a Giants game on TV now is seeing the little kids in the crowd dressed up as Ben. Ben's a character. You know what? He's got a great sense of humor, and it was fun to be able to work with him and see that come out over the couple years we worked very closely together. He's a grinder as well. I mean, he cares about it so much. He puts a ton of time in, cares about his job and being prepared, and he always made sure that us quarterbacks were prepared as well. So I really appreciate that about him. And, you know, he takes his job very seriously, and it wasn't surprising to see him rise up the ranks as quickly as he did.
How much does starting fast matter? More so, or is it the same as the regular season? Because it seems like that's been a real key for you guys.
It's been a key on the run for sure, that we score first and give our defense a lead, and then the other key has been situational football and finishing games. You know, we talked a lot about playing a 60-minute game. We didn't do that for a long time during the middle part of the season. But if you look at really the first game that got things going, we had 2 great finishing drives against Philly. We had a great fourth quarter against Houston. We started fast against Seattle. We had a great finishing play to Jordy after having a great third quarter against Chicago. You know, a 60-minute game. We started fast against Minnesota and finished strong, and we obviously did enough in the fourth quarter against Detroit. So a fast start has definitely been a part of our success.
These last 6 games, do you feel like this is the best you've ever played?
I feel like I'm playing the way that this team needs me to play, being efficient, making good decisions, take care of the football.
Aaron, for ESPN this week, we're doing a feature on how these press conferences affect the people around you. Do you ever feel bad for what Brett's got to go through with this? All these people? I do. I definitely do, especially when people are not letting him get back to his locker to change. And Joe, look at Joe, he's affected by it too. You know, he's got a squunch in his locker there with his towel and his phone. He's got probably an important phone call to make, so I'm sure that's makes it tough on him. But yeah, they're great guys, and they know it's just a short time every week.
Aaron, you really have been outwardly praising Mike this year for the job he's done over the years. Why? What's behind that, do you think?
I mean, it just it comes naturally when you spend so much time with a guy like that and you see how much he cares about it, how much he gives to the team. I think whenever there's a situation where you feel like somebody, a teammate or a coach, is being unfairly criticized, it's natural that your teammates or coaches come alongside that person and remind people how important he is to our success. And I think that's naturally what happened with Mike this year. His program has worked. We've gone to playoffs 8 straight years. What other coaches can say that besides Bill Belichick going right now? I don't think any. And you got to give him the credit he deserves. So I think we all felt like there was some undue criticism sent his way, and we wanted to make sure he knew that he knew, and you guys knew, that we had his back.
You do have a playoff history with the Giants here at home. I know it's been a while, but can you take anything away from those experiences?
No, I don't think so.
Well, it's 2 completely different rosters, 2007 and 2011. But as a franchise, the one thing in common is it's Eli and the Giants. I mean, is that something that you want this team wants to overcome and say, this time we're going to take it at home?
I don't think anybody really thinks that. I don't know how many guys were here in 07 besides probably just me and Mason. And then 11, probably not that many guys on either side, probably just a handful. So, you know, we're playing against the 2016 Giants, and they're playing against the 2016 Packers in 2017. So.